Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet Voice You Know with the News You Trust studio, sponsored by the Family Forest Carbon Program, where we help family forest owners get paid to improve the health of their woods. Well, with 60 degrees outside under cloudy skies, a light breeze is helping things start to dry out. It's going to take a lot of time, though, for some of those fields to get fit and soil conditions to be right before we can be back putting seed in the ground. This quick calendar reminder, you can celebrate the 38th Annual Armed Forces Day with the Findlay Military Association May 15th through the 18th. This will take place at the Hancock County Fairgrounds. Ride a Huey helicopter, watch reenactment performances, check out military vehicles from all the eras and more. Visit www.findlaymilitarishow.org for a full schedule of events, sponsored by Ohio Logistics. Let's check in now with Brianna Smith as she has our weekly update from the Ohio Soybean Council.
Joining me is Laura Lindsay. She's a soybean specialist with Ohio State University Extension, and she's here to give an update on the Battle of the Belt. In the third year of this research study, what does the future look like, or what are the next steps?
Sure. So we'll be wrapping up our final year of Battle for the Belt this year. But one thing we noticed in this study is that when we plant really early, we have low plant populations. So when we planted in March last year in Western Ohio, our plant populations went down to about 45,000 to 50,000 plants per acre, but yielded numerically the same as our May planting dates. It still achieved about 74 bushels per acre. So this got us thinking about replant recommendations. What do we know about replant recommendations? And for soybean, there's not been any study that I'm aware of recently in Ohio looking at replant recommendations for soybean. The corn recommendations are coming from Illinois, and they were done in the 1990s. And with newer genetics, those need to be reevaluated. So we have a new project this year called Battle for the Belt 2.0 is what we're calling it. And it's to look at, again, planting dates, and we have corn and soybean side by side, but we're going to look at developing new replant recommendations for both crops.
And today's update brought to you by the Ohio Soybean Council and your Soybean Checkoff. Joining me now is Allison Kinney, and Allison is the newest member of the Ohio AgNet broadcast team. Allison, thanks for your time today. You're coming on as our summer broadcast intern. Tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and what you're studying at Ohio State.
I'm from the Indian Lake area. At Ohio State, I'm studying agriculture communications with a minor in agronomy. Back home, I come from a 6th-generation grain farm, but am currently becoming a 1st-generation hog farm as well.
Very cool. That should be exciting to follow throughout the course of the summer. Well, tell us a little bit about some of the things you hope to learn as an intern here at Ohio AgNet.
You know, being an intern at Ohio AgNet, I'm extremely excited. Radio and talking to people is one of my big passions, but excited to learn just how that whole process works and, you know, how it goes from studio to radio.
Very good. And you'll be hearing Allison on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays throughout the summer months as our afternoon broadcaster, and probably see her doing some video work and also out on the road as well. Allison, thanks for your time today.
Thank you, Dusty.
The Ohio Corn and Wheat Growers Association is excited to announce their 2025 scholarship recipients. Each year, they will invest $15,000 in scholarships supporting students advancing their education and furthering the agriculture industry. Now, this year's recipients include Morgan Anderson, who's currently a student at Ohio University, Brooklyn Baldwin, graduating from McLean High School, Sydney Biting, graduating from East Clinton High School, Caitlin Cottrell, graduating from Miami Trace, Marguerite Fulton, who's graduating from Fort Fry, Lexi Heidelbaugh, currently a student at Tiffin University, Sarah Hoke, who's a student at The Ohio State University, Arthur Hollenbach, who's a student graduating from CTEC of Licking County, Kaylee Jennings, who's currently at Oklahoma State University, Tyler Kuntz, who's a student at Waynesburg University, Logan Reeker up at Northwest State Community College, Gracie Sprague, who's at OSU ATI, and Caitlin Wincoop, a graduating senior at Bloom Carroll High School. Congratulations to all the recipients. And to learn more, visit ohiocornandwheat.org. Stay tuned. We'll be back to take a look at your markets after this.
For farmers, it can be a challenge to navigate life from time to time, and agriculture can magnify those moments. Hi, I am Nathan Brown, a Highland County farmer and a member of the Ohio Farm Bureau Board of Trustees. Farmers, you are not alone. Help is available if you're dealing with stresses of farming. If you or someone you know is struggling with stress, text 4HOPE to to 741-741 or visit go.osu.edu/agcrisis. A message from the Ohio Farm Bureau Federation.
Well, let's take a look now at how your market's closed for a Thursday, brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance, online at seedconsultants.com. July corn closed the day down 1 3/4 at $4.47 1/2. December new crop corn was down 2 cents, $4.38 3/4. Soybeans for July closed the day up 5 3/4 at $10.45, with November new crop beans closing 3 cents higher at $10.25, and wheat for July down a nickel at the close, $5.29 1/4. September wheat was also down 5 cents at $5.44. In livestock, June live cattle ended the day up $1.72 1/2 at $214.25, and August cattle closed up $1.62 1/2 at $210 even. May lean hogs closed the day down 50 cents at $90.65, and June hogs followed down 15 cents, $97.17 1/2. August feeder cattle closed the day up $2.65 at $301.25. And Class 3 milk for June was down 30 cents at $18.72. This is the Ohio AgNet.